and welcome to Malaysia for the final stage of the 2012 Alpari World Match Racing Tour. There are 12 skippers competing here at the Monsoon Cup, all hoping to lift the coveted trophy. But amongst that, 9 tour card holders are battling it out to become the Alpari World Match Racing Champion for this year. But first things first, we have to get through qualifying, and one of the key match-up races today was one we've never seen before, father versus son. Here's Peter Gilmore taking on his son, David.
Yeah, obviously we're racing my father, who's big match racing, been match racing for a long time, and this is our first event, and it will be our first real race against him.
Yeah, David and I have never competed head-to-head in any race against each other previously. We've done a fair bit of practice and sailed together a few times. No, it won't be easy to treat him like any other opponent. It'll be, you know, you realise your own flesh and blood's out there racing against you, and so it'll probably have a little bit of a difference.
No, I don't think we will do anything different than what we normally do. We have to sail as we do, otherwise it'll, I guess, won't be our best performance.
One of the things that a youngster would always like to do would be to prove that he's better than his father, so you know, we're going to try and put a stop to that. I mean, we do talk a lot around the dining room table about, but that's more sort of holistic talk in terms of the way you need to approach the game, and rather than technique and positioning and that sort of thing. So he's gone about it, and it's just his love for the sport that's really brought him to this stage.
I think that, yeah, he's very good, but maybe getting a little bit old. He tends to crash into a lot of people, as everyone knows, so that sometimes seems to be his undoing.
Smoke the halyard. Drop. Drop.
1 minute 37 opens up on the clock.
Yeah.
And it is showtime.
Weight down if we can, Pete.
His father and son. Family, in this case. Bitter rivals, I suppose, in this battle of the Monsoon Cup.
1 minute 10.
Okay. Okay, over trimming now, Fred. Over trim.
Gilmore swoops across the bow.
We've got to build speed here, guys.
Of David. We have a policy here on the Alpari World Match Racing Tour of trying to use the surnames of the skippers. In this instance, it really doesn't seem to be working out for me. I think I'm going to have to stick with Peter and David.
Okay, it's going to be a split tack start, Pete.
Still quite a lot of time to burn here, and I'm sure that Gilmore Jr. is going to be pushing.
Oi! Oi! He's tacked!
I could almost hear Peter's voice in the sound of David there. It's the worst I've ever seen.
Coming back out on starboard, guys.
Now Peter Gilmore really is in a little bit of trouble here. 14 seconds to go, and probably only 7 seconds from the pin. He is above the line as we speak.
Oi, come on, up,
David Gilmore
come on!
is to leeward. We can see both boats rocking furiously. Peter Gilmore is going to try and roll across the bow of his son.
Both boats are over.
Yeah. Bearing away onto us the whole time there. Gotta be a
Now,
red.
can Peter Gilmore get around the bow of his
Jive
son?
now, jive,
That is
jive.
the question. That's
Oi,
what he's
come
looking
on,
for.
stop
He's
it!
going for the
Stop
dive.
it! Dive in
Can he
front
get
of
it in?
us!
David Gilmore is
Come
unstoppable.
on!
He is.
Stop
Peter
it!
Gilmore needs to keep clear
Come
boat.
on!
Keep it clear. Come and touch us.
Come on! Just dive in front of us!
You can just imagine what they're going to be talking about over Christmas dinner as Peter Gilmore slides across the bow of his son. There's white flags galore. The umpers are looking on. They don't know which Gilmore to penalise. And there's a green flag.
And back down.
I think they're going to leave the family to it as David Gilmore rocks and twists and tries to get his boat back up to speed. But it is Peter Gilmore Sr. that is powering away from the line.
Stand by attack.
What a tremendous moment in sailing.
Good call.
I can hardly keep a straight face.
Anyone have any idea of mine?
Come on, get the bands popped.
David kept the racing close, but Peter maintained his lead all the way to the finish.
Oh, well done, guys.
It is
That was a
Peter
good one.
Gilmore from Gilmore Racing. Daddy has come home and closed off the match.
Oh, well done, guys. That was a good one.
We saw a fantastic pre-start in that race, and I'm delighted to say that Peter Gilmore joins me now for the evening show. Peter, first of all, what was it like racing against your own flesh and blood?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I think he was shouting a little bit there, which sort of surprised me. But
He was.
Yeah, it was a good race. I mean, I think we were lucky to wriggle out from his control in the last few seconds of the pre-start there, and I think that was pretty much the race.
Now, you announced your retirement from the sport yesterday, and it seems like you're handing over the baton to a new generation of Gilmores.
Yeah, that's right. It's exciting to have them here at this event. You know, for the last one that I'm going to be sailing in, and I guess the first one for David. So good on them, and you know, I look forward to, I guess, as you say, hand over the baton.
There's a chance that you could finish the tour this year with a podium finish. Is that how you want to go out this year?
Oh yeah, we'd love to have a great result here. I think it's, you know, let's wait and see. It's sort of early days here. We're not even into the quarterfinals yet, so let's see how it all pans out.
And we haven't quite finished with you yet, Peter, but it's more a race highlight. We're going to go for a big duel. It's one of the classics. It's Gilmore versus Williams, and this is what happened today in qualifying.
There, 22. Ready to come down? Coming down. Tack, 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 tack.
Down, attacking.
Now Gilmore and Williams, as Williams swaps around the committee boat.
Hard tack, hard tack.
1 minute to go. Inches separate.
Cut.
Tacking now. Cut. Cut. It's caught.
Come on. Jibing.
Williams seems
Tacking
flustered.
back, guys.
Yeah, it looks
45
like he's got
seconds
the
to go.
gypsy caught there, either a turn or he was wrapped around something.
Tacking here.
Gilmore seems to have seized the advantage. I'm not sure where Williams is going to go from here. Only 30 seconds to go. Gilmore has the advantage. He's turning down. He needs to be able to duck here. Gilmore's going to come up into the love. We're going to have these boats very close yet again. Whoa! As the boats slide past each other, only inches separating these two match racing giants.
Yeah, it's a yellow.
You've got to be kidding!
Williams there.
Fantastic response from Williams there. Oh,
And as the 1 minute gun sounds, there's the gun. And Peter Gilmore is over the line. We can see the blue flag, so Williams slides past the line.
We're penalty down, okay, here.
Ian has a penalty. Gilmore is over and the boats continue to dance in circles. The start gun has sounded, but the battle continues.
Slight fast mode here, Bill. Do you want to be? Is that what you want? Okay, no, I'm not anymore. Okay.
An unforced error there from Peter Gilmore. He did not need to be over there. He just got his time and distance wrong.
Not yet, not
So
all the
here
jib
comes
yet.
Williams.
No.
He looks to have enough distance to me as he
Okay,
comes
jibing
down
here.
towards the pin. MR Racing needs to pick up a bit of extra speed.
Should be all right anyway. I'm going to do this around the pin, yeah.
he's going to go around the pin. You can hear him there. I think he must have changed his plan. He was talking about going the other way and rehoisting the spinnaker.
Guys.
So change of plan looks like a pretty easy easy penalty take here.
Big back, yeah, back, hold.
And jibe off from
And cut.
MR Racing, I think actually costing them distance. Those extra turns,
Nice job, guys.
very costly in this lie.
Was there a contact there?
So Ian Williams went on to win that race against Peter Gilmore despite picking up that penalty in the pre-start. And the other big news from today is our first tour card holder is going home. Johnny Berntsson from Sweden only managed 2 wins from a possible 10 races. And I'm afraid to say he's not feeling very well tonight. I'm sure it's all connected, but he did catch up with us earlier. Here's what he had to say.
Yeah, this has been a really bad event for us. We only got 2 wins and we're knocked out. We expected a lot more since we were second here last year. But the condition has been really special, and some random has been into it also, but it's then you have to need to perform really well to win. And yeah, we're quite disappointed with a lot of things, so we need to go back home and see if we can repair it and come back next year. What we will do is see if we can focus more on the sailing next year. We are now having 2 team setups. Maybe we can go down to 1. We're now negotiating with a title sponsor, and if that comes true, hopefully we can focus more on the sailing and maybe take some time off from job and perform well.
It's a shame to see Johnny Berntsson go home, but someone has to. Someone who knows that better than anyone else is Simon Shaw, a former double world champion, but now our race commentator. People do have to go home. Let's start with Johnny. It was a shame to see him go, but he hadn't had the greatest of regattas here in qualifying.
No, I think for Johnny Berntsson it has been a tough regatta. I just sensed he really struggled to find any form with the pre-start, and compared to some of the other competitors here who really approached the boat handling with a sense of intensity and focus, I just don't really feel like that was there, and everything was a little sluggish. They made a few decision-making mistakes, got caught out a few times. Their cogs weren't whirring around in their brains quite quickly enough, and I think it showed. And ultimately, you know, they've ended up slipping to the bottom of the leaderboard and now can't qualify for the next round.
Well, let's pick out a couple of people that have impressed us. The current world champion, Ian Williams, he's looked very relaxed here in Malaysia and has done very well, topping the leaderboard at the moment, and really could be in contention to get another tour title.
I mean, Ian Williams certainly in contention, there's no secret of that. And, you know, through this regatta, he has sailed very, very well. For me, just the cracks just starting to appear. We saw the match with Bjorn today where Bjorn Hansen ended up winning, and Ian Williams just seemed to get a little bit rattled. And you know, for me, at the start of the day, I was thinking that Ian perhaps had the slight psychological edge. Now I think it's wide open.
Keith Swinton's team have been doing well. They've accrued 5 wins in total. I mean, that's certainly going to be enough. But Bjorn Hansen was another one that we were worried about at one stage, but he looks to be safe now.
I did a little bit of maths this morning, and to be honest, Bjorn Hansen, despite only having 4 wins coming into today, was always in good shape. He'd beaten the right people already, so it was very unlikely that he was ever going to be going out. It was more about his form going into the knockout rounds as we progressed. He's now very much in good shape. If we look at Keith Swinton and his guys, they have been sailing very, very well. And most importantly, I think both him and Taylor Canfield have really come at today with a sense of urgency and energy that has really shone through in their sailing and ultimately has transcended onto the leaderboard.
Thank you very much, Simon. Well, we'll see whether that carries on into tomorrow, where we'll be concluding qualifying and also entering the quarter-final stages. Join us for more live action tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.
It's volatile out there. Conditions can change in an instant. You've got to stay in control, spot the opportunity, then make your move. It's all about execution. Search Alpari Race and get on board. Alpari, your global Forex broker.
Forex is high risk and not suitable for all investors. Losses may exceed deposits.